markers that have kind of dried out, and they're not juicy enough to use on projects, but they're still good for other things. So I like to just stick them in a container and I sort them by color. That usually helps the best. And now I'm gonna show you how to take the inside. Okay, so we're gonna take the inside out. Here are the supplies that I always use. A pair of big scissors, a pair of needle nose pliers, and then of course you need your markers. The lids we don't need. So then I tend to actually like taking this part off. The easiest way is to twist and then it pops right off. So we'll save that and put it in the liquid as well. To get the end cap off, can you see this? I take my scissors, there's this little mark where it shows where the actual cap is. I squeeze and then I kind of rock it back and forth and then it comes right off without wrecking it. Then I can take my needle nose and fish out the insides. Then I can soak this and the top piece that we took out into water. I recycle these as well, as long as with the lids as well. If you send them into Crayola, especially if it's a Crayola brand marker, they will recycle them into new things. So that's good to hang on to as well. So we are making liquid watercolors. So I have taken the markers, I have taken them apart, I have taken out the insides, and then I have soaked them in water overnight or longer. These have been sitting for about a week. So I have now put them in cute little containers for the students to use. Hey there. Okay, so I have the cute little containers for my students to use. I have 2 water cups. I always recommend my students to use 2 water cups. One for washing your brush and one for actually keeping if you need clean water to wet your surface first. So, and then I have my paintbrush and I'm gonna need a paper towel. Okay, so if you use the liquid color directly, I am using cotton watercolor paper. So this is non-diluted. I wet my paper first, a little lighter. And then of course I can water this down even further to get it lighter. So that's how our liquid watercolors turned out. I was very excited on how the watercolor turned out using the soaked markers. I was a little skeptical of how intense the colors would be. This one that I used in the video was the teals and the light blues together. So I was very, very impressed by how these turned out. I hope they can sit on the shelf with some longevity and not get moldy and kind of gross and stinky. I know how my students hate when the paints go bad and then they get real stinky and gross. My students and myself don't thrive on smelling something gross while we're trying to make some masterpieces. So I was very, very excited about that. So thanks for watching my video.